Well, Juniper and I are at Salt Fork State Park in Ohio. We're about an hour or so east of Columbus, and this is actually the largest state park in Ohio. And it really is huge. This is the biggest state park I've ever been to. You might notice that Juniper is walking around without a leash on, and I know she should be on a leash in a state park. But if you know Juniper, you know she never goes more than 20 to 30 feet away from me. She's always by my side. And when I call her, she comes. She's not interested in bothering anybody, and there's no one here to bother her. So it's all good. So we're in late March, and the weather broke today. It's a Tuesday, and it's almost 70 degrees, clear blue sky, picture perfect day. And I had to play hooky and get out, do a video. There's some exciting stuff in this video I want to tell you about. Probably the biggest thing is that I've added an Overland vehicle to the Nowhere Bound fleet, and I'm going to unveil it in this video a little later on. It's actually really cool, and I'm very excited. But before I show you that, we're going to do some more camping chores and maybe go on a little hike and just enjoy this beautiful weather. But we have shore power. I'm not even plugged into it because I don't need it. We don't need a heater or air conditioner. This is perfect temperature. I really needed to get out and get some vitamin D and some fresh air and a break from I was about to say I need a break from social media, and my phone dinged, but I know it's Gina. I think that right now I'm going to have a coffee. I've been on this mushroom coffee kick lately. The brand that I have is Rise, and the jury's still out whether I like this stuff or not. I'm not endorsed by them, or it's not a sponsorship. I'm just trying to have a little bit of a healthier coffee habit. This doesn't taste anything like coffee to me, and it doesn't taste bad, but I don't know if I want to replace coffee with this. It does make me feel a little better. Supposedly there's adaptogenic mushrooms, whatever that means, and it helps your digestion, your energy, obviously, your mental clarity. Yeah, the package says more than just coffee. Cordyceps, energy. Reishi, stress relief. Lion's mane for focus. Shiitake for immune health. Turkey tail, healthy digestion. King trumpet fights oxidative stress. I know I've been struggling with oxidative stress a lot. So I don't know if you've ever tried this stuff. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is only my third or fourth day. So cheers. Mmm. Come here. Come up. All right. Come over here. Sit. Usually I prefer wild camping because of the solitude. I don't like when there's a lot of people around. But at this time of year, a state park fits the bill. And it's also mud season, so although it's not too muddy here, there's no foliage yet. The grass is still dormant. So it's nice to have some roads and a little bit of infrastructure just to keep us a little bit clean. Wow, this is really nice. It's super, super quiet, peaceful here. And we both need some vitamin D, don't we? She's happy. I'm happy, but I would be happier with real coffee. It's time to get on our feet, stretch our legs, and go for a walk. I really want to wear out Juniper because I want to take my new Overland rig out for a spin. So we got to get her tired out so she can rest in the camper. The road is closed beyond here, but they told me at the office that's just for winter maintenance. We're allowed to walk back here. And since this road is closed to vehicles, I think we can let Juniper off the leash safely in here. All right, while Juniper finishes eating, I'm going to go ahead and unveil the new Overland vehicle. It's actually in here. You ready? It's literally awesome. And just like that, it's assembled. Now I know you're probably shaking your head and rolling your eyes, but hear me out for a second. I've been looking for a way to get around camp without having to unhook the Jeep and all that stuff. And I've actually been looking at e-bikes. The problem with e-bikes is their size. There's no easy way to transport them, and I like being small and quick and nimble. I know looking at this, it kind of reminds you of a scene from that movie starring Jim Carrey. You know, the one from the 90s. Yeah, I kind of feel like that riding it. But you have to understand something. This thing has dual spring shocks on the front and back, 10-inch off-road wheels, 1,000 watt motor, and a bunch of other bells and whistles, and it has a lot of power, surprisingly. And as you saw, it fits perfectly in the camper. It weighs about 70 pounds, so it's heavy enough to hold itself in place. It doesn't really bounce around in there. All I have to do is fold it up, put it in, and go. This is going to be a good test run, so we're just going to ride around a little bit and have some fun. All right, you ready, Juniper? Here we go. I didn't have the heart to leave Juniper behind, so she came with me on an initial test run. There she goes. She knows. I wanted to see how she would react, and of course she did great. We're in a closed off section of the park, so there's absolutely no traffic back here, and she's perfectly safe following me around. After a little while, I brought her back to the camper because I really wanted to open up this thing and see what it could do. Wow, this thing is quick. Slight uphill here, 20 miles an hour. Going uphill, 21, 23, 24, 25. This is insane. 30 miles an hour. This is crazy. Still just ripping down the road. Whew. This is actually a blast to ride. We're going down a substantial hill now, and it's getting dark, and I'm worried about Juniper, so I'm going to turn this around, but I'm curious to see how it does up this hill. We made it all the way down to the lake. A substantial hill. The brakes work good. It's nice to be on two wheels again, I tell you. A deer running past. I don't know if the camera caught that. How cool. Down here by the lake. It's a beautiful night. Bird flying across. I got this huge park basically to myself. Nobody down here. But I better get to camp because I don't want Juniper crying in the camper and making anybody worry. But it won't take us long. All right, 15 miles an hour. This is the top speed of my other e-bike. And we're doing that speed uphill, up a pretty significant hill. We're still full throttle. It's holding at 50 volts. This is a 48 volt battery. Fully charged, resting is about 54 volts. Once it gets down to 48 volts resting, that's about half of the battery's capacity. All right, we're cresting the top of the hill. We've got our headlight on. This thing has turn signals too, brake light. It's just awesome. I love it. All right, now we're picking up speed. Well, I hope I can get this fire going with one fire starter because that's all I have. 3 pieces ought to do it. Light that up. And let's lay some smaller pieces next to it. Well, dinner tonight is going to be pretty simple because I just don't feel like making a big production out of it. So I'll show you what I got. These Hereford Dippin' Ready meatballs. It's meatballs and sauce. Fully cooked, ready to eat. All I have to do is warm it up. Have no idea how good it is, but I know it expires May 7th, 2026. So I'll probably still be alive tomorrow. So this will be your average budget spaghetti dinner. Gourmet Cheez-It appetizer. All that biking really made me hungry. Oh, there's a moth. Set timer for 11 minutes. Now we gotta get some water boiling on the other side to heat up the sauce without exploding anything. We'll just use all that up. Should be good. Super simple meal. Surprisingly good. A lot better than I thought it would be. I'm going to sleep extremely well tonight. It's going to rain. I heard the raindrops starting a little while ago, and that's going to turn into a steady rain, which is going to put me right to sleep. I am tired, and I might even sleep in a little bit in the morning. I've got stuff in here to make my weird mushroom coffee, so I don't even have to get out of the camper. I can just wake up, listen to the rain, have some coffee, and do a little R&R. I've been pretty busy. The weather has sucked. So this was a very, very welcome little getaway. And I'm glad that you're along for the ride. So at that, we're going to call it a night, and I will see you all in the morning. Peace. That was a really fun little adventure. A quick one night here at Salt Fork State Park. Juniper and I really needed this little getaway to enjoy some of the nice weather and get outside. Seasonal blues is a real thing, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So I appreciate you sticking around until the end. Quick shout out to a couple of people. Jen Grover Photography, she has a YouTube channel and she's a new camp ambassador. She was camping here at this campground in her Tab 360. And also Jeff, who is camping next to me, he's a viewer to the channel and he recognized me and Juniper. So thanks for coming up and say hello. And I just want to say to any of you, if you see me out there and you want to say hi, please feel free. I really enjoy meeting all of you, and it's part of the fun of doing this YouTube channel. I also want to say thank you to all of the Patreon subscribers. Your support is always very, very much appreciated. Thank you. On that note, we're going to call it a wrap for this video, and I will see you nowhere soon. Be good to each other, get outside, and take care.